Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā jyotirgamaya, Mṛtyor amṛtaṁ gamaya. Hello folks, welcome to day 8 of our 31 days. We're now in week 2. Tried to record some practices yesterday, but the cameras get blown over into the sand, so I gave that a little bit of a miss. Yeah, we're going to go straight into the physical practice today, and I'll talk about that mantra I did at the start at the end. We're going to do that every day this week, okay? It's a really useful one. It's one of the śāntiḥ mantras. But we're going to strengthen our hips today, strengthen our upper body a little bit, so we'll hopefully get a combination of a nice practice where we stay pretty low to the ground, but we use a lot of our mobility and strength to develop stronger hips and stronger shoulders and stronger arms, okay? Okay, bring your feet flat. Let your body come to rest on the ground, your right hand on your abdomen, left hand on your heart, and take a few gentle, slow breaths in and out here, okay? Remember all this kind of tuning in time for our bodies. And just let go of anything you can let go of, so that you come to your practice and your movement as free from tension as possible. Let your hands rest by your sides, and as you inhale, reach all the way up and over, and as you exhale, let your hands come back by your sides. Okay, we're going to do a slightly different thing with our legs today. Okay, inhale, reaching up and over, exhale, back down. Last one, slow inhale, slow movement. And slow exhale, hands back by your sides. From here, bring both feet away from the mat or away from the ground. Take your hands around your knees and gently make circles with your knees in one direction, circles in the opposite direction. Massage your back against the floor, okay? You might see the odd chipmunk running around behind me as they steal people's food and run their way back to wherever they live, okay? Let your left foot rest on the floor. Place your right foot over your left thigh. Spread out both arms and let your foot dictate the direction that your legs go. So the sole of your foot, you're dropping out to that side and then coming back to the center. Then push the other foot into the floor and lift your hips up. Okay, and that's the movement we're going to do for our legs today. So we drop the foot out, maybe exhale, relax it out. Inhale it back up. Exhale, relax your hips, and then inhale, slowly lift your hips, and exhale, let them come down, okay? Dropping the foot out, letting it come back up, pushing the foot into the floor, inhale your hips up, and exhale them down. Okay, let's try that one more time. So the foot drops out, working into your hips and your lower back, coming back to the center, strengthening the leg that's on the ground. Lift your hips up. Okay, so you feel that glute working. If you lift a little higher, you feel it working a bit more. Okay, and then let your hip come down, untangle your legs, and hug both knees towards you. Okay, gently rocking from side to side, making circles one way, circles the other way. Okay, and then place your right foot on the floor, your left foot over your right thigh. Spread out both arms. Again, follow the direction of the sole of your foot and let it slowly come down towards the ground. Okay, just see how that's feeling for you today. So as you drop it down and lift it back up, you then put the weight through the foot that's on the floor and let your hips come up. And your hips come down, okay? Drop it out, lift it up, inhale up. Exhale down, okay. And if you need to reposition your foot to get more support, more stability, allow yourself to do that, okay. So again, you're dropping the foot out, you're centering it, and you're bringing it back up. And back down, okay. Try that one last time. Drop the foot out, easing off into your lower back, bringing your legs back to the center, push into the floor, let your hips go up. And down, okay. And then untangle your legs, hug your knees towards you. Maybe make some circles with your knees in one direction, circles in the opposite direction. Okay. Roll out to the side that feels good for you. Push into the floor. Come up to a seated position that feels comfortable and settled. Bring your right hand and your right knee, your left fingers to the back of your head. Drift back and drift diagonally down. Drift back and exhale. Okay. When you want to release the hand that's on your knee to the ground, that gives a little more scope for movement. You can do that. Okay. Good. We're just going between this, and when you want to, release your arm, gives you a chance to reach back a little bit more, and then all the way over and beyond your knee. Okay, so you're really reaching, feeling that stretch, maybe even your lower back, maybe even your glutes actually, as you reach out. Okay, and remember, stretching. I use the word stretching, but I kind of mean reaching without straining, rather than this like intense thing. Really, what we're looking to do, shake off this hand, is the same way we yawn is the same way we should stretch, okay? It's just be like a pleasant reaching sensation for your body, not a straining sensation, okay, that we sometimes associate with stretching. Put your hand on your knee, the hand that was reaching backwards and forwards. Bring the fingers of your other hand backwards and diagonally across. Backwards and diagonally across. Good, opening up. When you want to release your hand, release your hand. Good. When you want to release your arm, release your arm. Reach all the way out and back, and then all the way diagonally across. All the way out and back. So this little this little space that I found, usually there's naked Germans in it, so I found one that's empty, thankfully. And reaching over. And reaching out. Okay, it's not that kind of yoga. We're not... thankfully the camera's pointing this way because there's naked Germans heading into the ocean. Okay. Roll through your shoulders, shake off your fingers, shake off your wrists, shake off your elbows, your upper arms, your shoulders. Get nice and loose, okay? And then bring your hands forward. And see what spinal movements you need to make today. It might be circling your spine like a skipping rope, like you're inside a barrel. It might be easy cats and cows. It might be moving your hips and your shoulders side to side. Just explore your spine and see what it needs today. From there, reach your left leg towards the back. And we're going to do 3 movements. We're going to let our knee come towards our elbow or even towards the floor, okay? And then once our knee comes back towards the floor, lift it up high. So like you're a dog peeing. And then once it comes back down, push your foot back. But this time really emphasize the ball of your foot so you feel the back of your leg engaged. Okay? Good. And then let your knee come down. We'll try that on the other side. So you're reaching your right leg back. You're bringing your knee forward. We're just trying the movements before we extend things out a little bit more. Your knee hovers above the ground. It lifts out to the side. Back down. Push behind you, close the door. And then let your knee come down, okay? So let's combine that with our arms. If you want to just do the legs, just do the legs. So your left leg reaches back. Your right hand reaches forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, let your knee come to your elbow, okay? This time you're going to bring your knee out wide, your arm out wide. Let your knee come towards your elbow. And then close the door with your foot and point the fingers of your right hand back, lifting your chest. Okay, so she's quite a strong engagement with the back of your body. I'm really keen that we strengthen the back of our body this month. And then shake off your arm, shake off your leg. Let your hand come down, let your knee come down. Let's try the other side. So right leg goes back. Pointing your toes initially to the back of your space. Left hand forward, take an inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale out wide. Lifting your knee, lifting your arm. Exhale, knee to elbow. Close the door. Point your fingers back. Let's do a few more times either side, right? Left leg back, right hand forward. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale wide, and exhale. Inhale, push your foot back, point your toes back, or point your fingers back, not your toes. Let your hand come down, your knee come down. Right leg back, left hand forward, take an inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale wide, lift your chest, lift your knee, lift your arm. Knee to elbow. Close the door, point your fingers back. Good. Let's try that again, other side. Inhale. Reach in, exhale, connecting. Inhale wide, lift everything. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reaching your fingers back and pushing the door closed. Hand down, knee down. Other side, right leg back, left hand forward, inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale wide. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reaching back. Okay? Let your hand come down, let your knee come down. If you find that useful, do a few more. If you're ready to move on, let your knees go wide, touch your big toes together, your hips come to your heels, your forearms come down, and your head come down. Check in with your breath, check in with your body. Try and control the breath, right? In the same way we spoke about Ujjayi, this subtle sound that goes along with your breath, you can be doing that the whole time that you're doing the physical practice. Lift your head, lift your elbows, bring your shoulders forward, okay? Bring your knees back and just bring your weight a bit forward and see if you can lower your chest. And then spring your hips back towards your heels, okay? Coming forward, try and really keep everything engaged, spreading your fingers, pressing into your fingertips. Coming forward and down and going back, okay? Good. Walk your hands back towards your knees, reach your arms towards the sky, and then bend both elbows, and then push your hands towards the sky. Bend both elbows, push your hands towards the sky. So we're going to try that in down dog. If it's too much to do it in down dog, then just do it with your knees in the ground, okay? So down dog, remember, we're going to let our hands come slightly beyond our shoulders, tuck underneath the toes, hips back towards your heels, push your mat away. So it's like you're trying to slide the front of your mat forward and keep sliding it away, and then let your heels go back and down. You might want to see this. So one heel goes down, the other heel goes down, you're lengthening through your spine, and then we're going to take our elbows wide and then push them back, okay? So we take our elbows wide and then push your shoulders back, okay? You can try that a couple of times. Only do an inch or two. It's better to do it with quality. Remember I said the first day? Do it with quality rather than exhaustion, okay? Let your knees come forward and down and walk your hands back towards you and relax your shoulders. Shake off your wrists. We're now going to try elbow dog, okay? So there's a few ways of doing elbow dog or dolphin posture. The first way we'll try it is we're going to clasp our hands but tuck our pinky inside the other pinky and then let that rest in the ground. Tuck underneath your toes and let your heels go back and down. Again, just gently pedal out one side and the other side. Gently pedaling out one way and the other way. Good. And then let your knees come back down and walk your hands back towards you, okay? So that's dolphin posture or elbow dog with our hands clasped. We'll now try it with our hands like this, okay? So bring your hands forward, let your elbows come down, okay? Tuck underneath your toes, hips back towards your heels, heels back and down, and gently pedal one side and the other side here if it feels okay for you. Good. Then let your knees come down, walk your hands back, and we're going to try and transition from downward dog to elbow dog, okay? So let's see, maybe have a look at this first and see how you go on, then try it, maybe pause and try, okay? So your hands are forward. We'll go from downward dog to elbow dog. Heels back and down. Gently moving your weight back. So it's really, really helpful to be moving your weight back rather than have your weight forward. Let your elbows go down and back up. Okay, don't worry about bending your knees. You can bend your knees as much as you want to. Okay, we don't want a fight between our tight legs and our tight back. Elbows down and up. Elbows down and up, okay? Now if you're forward slightly, if you're here, this is much stronger and much harder. Pushing everything back is a little easier, so your elbows can come up and down. But hopefully you're trying that, hopefully you're having some success, or maybe one elbow's coming down and then another elbow's coming down. Okay, but just see how you're feeling, how you're coping with it today. Bring your shoulders forward, your knees down, and then slowly lower your chest one more time, and maybe open up into cobra this time. Taking your toes to relax behind you, your shoulders side to side. Good. Walk your hands back towards your knees, let your hips rest on your heels, and take a few moments here, just in a kneeling position. We're going to do cactus arms, just to let our arms relax after that. Sitting here, hopefully to let our hips relax. Take both arms wide, 90 degrees at the elbows, and then let them come together, and then let them open wide. Let them come together, and let them open wide. Okay. Let them come together and open wide. Shake off, get nice and loose. Roll through your shoulders, see how that feels for you. And then find your seated position today that makes sense for you. You might want something underneath your hips. I've got some nice rocks here actually. So I'll give myself a little rock underneath my hips, that's much better. And let your hands rest somewhere. If you just want to do Shavasana and lie down and not listen to me, you're totally welcome to do that. Okay? But we're going to focus on a chant today, Asato Mā Sadgamaya. Okay? And Asato Mā Sadgamaya means lead me from untruth to truth. Then it's Tamaso Mā jyotirgamaya, okay, which means lead me from darkness or ignorance to light. And then the last one is Mṛtyor amṛtaṁ gamaya. And Mṛtyor means death or spiritual death or misunderstanding about everything that we think is important to life. Okay, so lead us from death to life. Okay, so let's try that. We always begin with Om, we always finish with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā jyotirgamaya Mṛtyor amṛtaṁ gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So what I'll do now is I'll do it a little slower so that you have space to repeat it after me. I'll do it a single phrase at a time. Om Asato Mā. And you try Asato Mā, okay? Sadgamaya. Tamaso Mā jyotirgamaya. Mṛtyor amṛtaṁ gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let's try like that again, okay? So this is the way I've learned chants with my teacher, is to repeat them and repeat them and repeat them, and for him to say them or Indra to say them, and we repeat them back, and we just do that many, many times. It's the only way I've managed to learn them over the years, is just by repetition, 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 okay? And so when you're doing this, have this feeling of lead me from where I am, or unveil me to the clarity of which really matters, okay, from what I get caught up with in life. Om Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā jyotirgamaya, Mṛtyor Mā amṛtaṁ gamaya. Om śāntiḥ, śāntiḥ, śāntiḥ. I'll do it the whole way through one last time. Om Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā jyotirgamaya, Mṛtyor Mā amṛtaṁ gamaya. Om śāntiḥ, śāntiḥ, śāntiḥ. Sometimes when we chant, we want to spend time in stillness and feel the effects of our chanting. So if that's your feeling right now, then take time to do that. If you're ready to go on with your day and you've been lying on your back, or you've got even time for Shavasana now at the end of the practice, then give yourself time to do that. If you want to stretch and reach and move your fingers and move your toes, allow yourself to do that. And connect your fingertips in the base of your palms. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, everybody. I think the mantras, because like I said earlier last week, like our mind is full of thoughts. One of the ways of stilling them is the mantras and is the chanting, okay? So please, if it's helpful for you, if it's not for you, then just ignore it at the moment. It might be helpful for you sometime. Yeah, but for me it's really helpful. It's really like settling and calming and stops the chaotic fluctuations that happen in my mind, which is what yoga is really for, you know. Yoga is chitta-vritti nirodha, which means yoga is the stilling of the craziness of our minds. Okay, not too crazy, hopefully, but yeah. Okay, again, I'll stop talking. Thank you for your practice today. See you tomorrow.